True with Guns America, I am holding in my hands the CZ Shadow 2 Carry. We're going to quickly go through this gun and we're going to get some rounds through it. I'm going to quickly tell you about what this is and who it's for. So if you know anything about the CZ Shadow 2, it was a very popular gun for competitive shooters. The trigger, the ergonomics, the fit and finish, phenomenal. This gun does not disappoint in any of those things, but it's designed to be more of a self-defense, concealed carry type gun. So if I was going to compare it to the most famous handgun out there as far as carry and size, this is about the same size as a Glock 19. It has a 4-inch stainless steel hammer forged barrel. It comes with two 15-round magazines with all the witness holes on them, and man, those are hot. It is hot out here today. It is black. This has got black grips on it. This gun is black, and it does pick up some heat out here. It is a CZ. It has the CZ ergonomics that you're used to seeing. I'm going to quickly run you through some of them here. It does have a steel luminescent front sight, steel luminescent rear sight. It does have the rack edge on that rear sight. It does come cut for an optics plate, and I do like this, the fact that you don't have to replace the rear sight to put an optic on this. Rear sight's going to stay there. Put the correct optic on this and you're going to be able to co-witness with that. I actually really love this ejection port. It keeps a lot more crap and oil off of your optic if you're going to run an optic. This is a double action, single action trigger. So what that means is that you can carry, instead of having the hammer back, you use the decocker. You carry it like this. On the first shot, you have a double action trigger pull. After that, it's single action. So this is a drop safe pistol. This is the first pistol from CZ that has been that's had that strike or that firing pin channel block put in it. So it is technically the first drop safe pistol from CZ, and it does affect the trigger pull just a little bit. I have a trigger pull gauge here. We're going to just quickly show you just where this trigger's at. So this is going to be double action first, and I'm going to stick it in this rest just so that it holds still. But we're set to 0. This is double action. We're all the way back to the back, and we're at 5 pounds 4 ounces. Let's try it one more time. That went a little faster than I thought it would. So we're pulling slower, and actually it's going up substantially. And I don't know, now we're starting to pull. We're at 10 pounds, and the trigger gauge maxed out. One more time. Let's see if we can, yeah, so we're already at 8 pounds. 10 pounds and a trick maxed out. So we know that the double action pull is heavier than 10 pounds. Unfortunately, that's really all my scale goes up to. If we go to single action mode, this is what you're going to get all subsequent shots after that first one. So let's hook in right down here at the bottom. And we are at 3 pounds, almost 4 pounds. There's 4 pounds. Go nice and slow here. And that was 4 pounds, 9.6 ounces. Let's do another one. If you really want an exact one, you have to do an average of a few of these. 4.6. One more. And that one was 4.9. So we're at just under 5 pounds in the single action mode. Now look, let me be honest. This double action trigger is smooth. I can actually hold the gun almost perfectly steady with 2 hands on it when I pull it. It's not bad at all. It's just not quite as good as what we've seen from the CZ Shadow as far as triggers go. The single action is good, but you have just a little bit more movement in there. I imagine you're compressing things to move that striker or that firing pin channel out of the way. As far as the decocker goes, it is on both sides of the gun. It's fully ambi, and this is what it looks like when you push it down. And then it drops the hammer, and it's safe to carry that way, and it has that full over 10 pound trigger pull at that point. The slide on these has the inside rail, which actually leads to really great accuracy, and this pistol is extremely accurate, like really like custom pistol kind of accurate. In fact, with my hand loads, it shot like a one-hole group. It shot great with other ammo as well. Like I shot some 115 grain Herders like ball ammo. I shot some Federal gold dots out of it, and those shot pretty good. I shot some Nosler HSTs, and then my hand loads were 147s, and it loved those. The trigger guard is quite large. It's undercut. This is an all metal frame, so this is aluminum. I believe it weighs just over 30 ounces. You have a full pick rail under here. It is a nice gun, optics ready. The ergonomics of a CZ are always fantastic. I actually really like the black. The fit and finish are phenomenal. This is a nicer than, I mean, this is substantially nicer than just going and buying some sort of plastic Tupperware brand gun. This is quite a bit fancier than that. The one thing I will point out here is then you can see that rail, how it's on the inside of the gun there, but this slide actually sits pretty high above your hand. The advantage that it has though is that it's not got a lot of metal to it. There's a lot less here than a normal slide, so even though it sits quite a bit higher than the top of the web of your hand here, it actually is not as much mass moving, and so I think it actually makes the pistol easier to shoot. It does have a different slide release than we've seen before, has serrations front and back, a skeletonized hammer. This is a classy, sharp looking gun, and I think if you shoot it, you're gonna like it as much as I have. So who is this gun for? Well, it's not for competition shooters. This is not what they're gonna want. It's not what you're gonna want if that's what you're gonna get into. This is for somebody that wants a gun that's serious, that's nice. It could be open carried, and you could be proud to open carry this because it's a nice looking metal gun. You could conceal carry this quite easily. Like I said, it is around the size of a Glock 19, and magazine capacity is the same at 15+1 rounds. It does ship with 2 magazines. This is the case it comes in, and this is a pretty nice nylon case. It's kind of like a hard shell nylon. It's flexible, it's all padded up inside. There's an owner's manual, there's a cleaning rod in here. I don't know why they ship these with a cleaning rod, because really, honestly, unless you're shooting cast bullets, the last thing you should clean on a factory pistol is the inside of the barrel, but whatever. So what else do I need to tell you? This is not an inexpensive gun. I think you're going to see these eventually come in at around that $1,300 mark is what you're going to end up seeing street price. They were higher than that when they first came out because the CZ fanboys wanted them. Ergonomically though, it feels good in my hand. I have fairly big hands, and I can get my pinky all the way on the bottom of that gun, as you can see there. Otherwise, I expect it to be as reliable as any other CZ, but the fit and finish are fantastic. I really honestly can't say enough good about it. I've shot quite a few rounds through the CZ Shadow 2 carry at this point, and it has been really reliable as far as no malfunctions. I did have one weird thing happen when I was shooting groups with it the very first time off of the ransom rest. Could have been my fault, likely was. I had my thumbs all over both the decocker and the slide release, and I had it where it, like, the hammer fell but it didn't fire, but I don't think there was a round in the chamber. I don't actually know what happened for sure. So that's the only thing that I could even call close to a malfunction. Otherwise, everything failed to, or nothing failed to eject, feed. Everything seemed to work fine other than that one thing, and that was on one of the first mags ever through the gun. So I don't know if that's fair to even count that, but spirit of full disclosure, I want you to know that one weird thing did occur, but it might have been user error, my thumb being in the wrong place. So one other thing I wanted to mention that I didn't mention before that I have figured out shooting this gun, and I think it's just sort of odd. I don't know why it's a thing, but if you're unloading the gun and you go to decock it, it doesn't work if there's not a magazine in the gun. So let's say you had a loaded mag and you actually wanted to make this safe, and you pop your mag out and you work the slide and you actually want to decock it, it's not going to work. You pretty much have to pull the trigger. So I don't know about that. I don't know why they did that. If somebody knows, tell me in the comments, because it doesn't, I'm a little more old school, where the way I like to clear a gun is actually in order, take the mag out, rack the slide. If I can't see, I will feel with a pinky, drop the slide, point in a safe direction, and pull the trigger. So it doesn't really change anything, but it also doesn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't be able to use it in that situation or scenario. So just so you know, that's what's going on there. Otherwise, you still can fire it without a mag in it, so it's not like it's a mag safety thing. I don't know. Anyway, I like this gun. Here's the ultimate thing. I would carry this without hesitation. I wouldn't be worried about being safe. I think it's easy to shoot. I think that it recoils very nicely for a small gun. I like that it's pretty. I like the shape. I like the ergonomics. I like how it feels in my hand. There's just a lot to like about this Shadow 2 carry. So I don't know, tell me what you guys think. The only thing I could possibly say I don't love is the price. I think that you know, you're starting to get into territory where I would start looking maybe at something else. But would I carry it? I absolutely would. Tell me in the comments what you think. If you're a CZ2 carry fanboy, tell us why you like it. If you don't like it, tell us why. If you're not going to sell your Glock and buy this, tell us why as well. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you on the next video.